say Bitcoin mining? That means it's created. Are you able to mine your own coin?
Bitcoin is how it's derived, how it's created is through a process called mining. So they kind of took that from the gold, like mining it is pulling it out of the ground. Mining it in crypto land is creating it out of code. So, there's so many Bitcoin made every year. And how it's made through miners. Okay, and it's all made through algorithms on a computer. So you can be a miner, and a miner has a responsibility. He has a responsibility to validate transactions. So he is the gatekeeper and what's responsible to make sure that block of information, when we talked about the blockchain, that block is validated. He's a validator, basically, of the network. And because he's taken the time to do that, he's getting rewarded by mining Bitcoin. So he's been given Bitcoin and of the created Bitcoin to do that job. So that's the incentive for somebody to be a miner, which is really a creator. He's a validator and a creator of Bitcoin. So that's kind of how it's created. And it's what also makes the network work, right? There's got to be those gatekeepers and those validators to make sure those transactions are right. Because if there wasn't, it wouldn't work. So those are also in place to create that trustless factor. There's a whole bunch of miners. There isn't just one or two or three. There's entities that have started mining farms, basically. It'd have thousands and hundreds of thousands of mining machines to mine. But what makes the network unique is that there's miners all over the world. So me and you could set up a miner right here on our table, and we could mine Bitcoin right here. So we could be part of that. Now those miners take a lot of electricity. So, what you get and versus what you're spending in electricity and equipment and time may not totally pan out. Depends on the price of the Bitcoin, and there's some factors in that. But we could become part of that. That's the beauty of it, is we can be part of benefiting from somebody transacting with Bitcoin. So that kind of puts you in the place of the banks.
Do they mine it and sell it, or do they mine it, keep it?
I think they all do different things. Okay. You got miners that are doing it for the income. Maybe they mine it, get it, sell it, get their cash, do whatever with it. I think there's miners that just mine it to accumulate more. Everybody's got their own reasons why they're in the game, but I never was one. I see that the people making the most amount of money in mining are the people that are able to invest large amounts of money and buy multiple miners. But that's kind of how it's created.